Hey, good afternoon everybody. It's Dr. Bob here again. Seems like I wear this shirt every time I do a video. I do have more shirts besides this one. Anyway, welcome to week 9. I just wanted to take a few minutes and first of all congratulate you all on the wonderful discussion board we had last week. Your participation was just awesome, talking about gender and gender inequality. And I really like that many of you are beginning to open up and talk about your own personal experiences with these things. That's what I try to do when I relay these stories to you about my experiences. Is I feel if I can put these concepts into everyday use for you, that sometimes it helps a little bit. And that's what we try to do as sociology instructors, is to take these esoteric concepts like gender, for example, and break it down for you and put them into ways that you can understand from your everyday life. So, okay, great there. This week the discussion is on family, and really give this some thought. If before you were born you could choose whichever family you wanted to be born into, would it be the same one? Would it be a different one? And why? Or why not? And the reason we do this is because family, remember, family is what we say in sociology, the basic agent of socialization. And we've talked about socialization before. Family has the first crack at you, right? It's that first major social institution we come into contact with. Family will influence us in so many ways: our norms, our values, our beliefs, our traditions, our religion, our political opinions. And many people, particularly young people, say, oh, I'm nothing like my family. And that may be true, and probably is. But whoever you are today, your family had a profound impact on that person you are today. So anyway, that's what this week is all about. It's about family. The other thing I want to talk about to you real quickly is your paper. Your public sociology paper is due Sunday, right? By midnight, 11:59 p.m. we like to say. So make sure you're well on the way to completing it. And always, as always, save your final draft. I tell students this all the time. You never write one paper and then throw it away and never use it again. You will be surprised how often you can reuse a paper. And it's okay to double dip. I don't have a problem with that. Take that paper, save it. You might use it again in an anthropology course, a research methods class, an English course. You just never know. So hang on to it. You might use it again someday. Okay, so and remember, public sociology, the reason I choose this topic is because I was named Public Sociologist of the Year. It's important that we look outside of our own narrow lives, right, and look at our community, because you folks are the ones who are going to be the leaders in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You will be the leaders, and you will have a profound impact on your community. So you should be able to look outside your own lives and see the problems in your community and use the tools and skills that we develop here in college to try to make a difference. You don't have to make a difference in the world. You're not going to cure cancer. You're not going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. You're not going to play center for the Lakers, although they could use a good center these days. But you are going to be able to have an impact on where you live in your corner of the world. Okay, so these are the things I want you to avoid on your paper. Would you please make sure you just submit it through the normal text entry submission. If you can avoid attaching it as a file, that would be good. I would really appreciate that. It just makes it easier for me when I'm when I'm grading your papers. And remember, it's all about making things easier for me, right? Please do not attach any photos. Photos, just blow it out in Canvas. Canvas can't handle photos. So save the photos. I appreciate them, but please save them. And as I've said before, avoid preambles. What's a preamble? And I've seen students do this all the time. All right, so I ask you to define a problem in your community. This would be a preamble. Well, there are many different problems in my community. My community has this problem and that problem and this problem. Cut it to the chase, right? Get right to your point. Here's the social problem in my community that I'm going to be writing about, whatever it is, right? That's a preamble. And one of the ways you can avoid preambles is look at each and every sentence. And if you're starting with something and then you have a comma in there, see if you can take out that section before the comma and it still makes sense. I know some of you have mentioned to me, oh gosh, 4 pages, how am I going to get my paper in 4 pages? You can do it. Again, if you have to go over that, that's fine, but try to see where you can cut out. Sometimes it's just a word that you can cut out, or a sentence, and see if you still relay the same message, then you're doing fine. Okay, I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you all have a great week. It's raining here in Oregon. I don't know if you can tell from my windows or not, but it's raining here in Oregon today, and big surprise, right? Who knew it rained so much in Oregon? Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will be talking to you soon. Get those papers done. Bye.